Hello everyone, I am the HalfWit Brit and this is Manor Lords, and welcome to the Iron Vale, where it looks lovely and sunny today. So what are our plans for this episode? Well, we are manufacturing currently, is that the word? I'm guessing it is, manufacturing some tiles which will allow us to upgrade our church to a stone one over here. And obviously tiles that we don't use for upgrades to buildings can be sold. So this area is going to become quite a rich area. Obviously they're selling armour and things like that too, so I think this is probably going to be one of the richest regions that we own. And over in the Black Forest, expansion is moving ahead at a very quick pace. We have more burgage plots here coming along in, I guess, the new town centre or the commercial zone. I think we might call it the commercial zone because it kind of makes a little bit more sense. We got the tavern here, we got the commercial hub, and then all these are going to be like level 3 houses once we get to that point. And this, even though the church is over here, I feel like this could potentially be more like the village that kind of oversees the farms. I know the game doesn't quite work that way, but we can imagine, right? And hopefully we'll get to a point where we can buy some tiles from over in the Iron Vale, which will allow us to upgrade our church, which will cheer up some of our local residents. It also looks like we could be getting to a point of harvest, so potentially, depending on how this episode goes, we could be harvesting all this wheat and flax. And then definitely we need to plant barley because we're completely out and people are very thirsty, which is not good. But all these fields over here are all going to be barley. Whether I'm brave enough to plant them all in one go, I don't know, but it's quite possible. And into Mamusio, what I guess is almost like our retired capital now. I don't feel like whenever I come over here there's things to do, but there's not as much to do now. They're solely relying on trade. I kind of feel like that's a little bit realistic when you think about it. A town when it's first born will be known for something. The town I live in, one of the things it was known for was making hats. I'm pretty sure they don't make hats anymore, but the town lives on, and it probably gets its hats from China or somewhere in like in India or Bangladesh or somewhere now. So times change, and that's how towns kind of develop and grow over time. It is just here, it's surviving, it's making money, and everyone has what they need. So we may pop over and visit, more for the trade, just to make sure things are working right, and also to make sure that we are getting the armor for our troops, because we're probably due another battle at some point, and it's better to be prepared than not to be, I guess. Okay, so during all my wittering away there, things were going on in the background. We got pantry full. Why is that full? Is it harvest season already? And because they're not level 2, they just don't have the space. Yes. That's what it is. What happens? This is going to be an interesting test now. If I go upgrade, I know the vegetables stay. Okay, well that's probably a good thing. So let's put that on highest. And this is where I guess as well it's useful to have the second house. I don't know if that expands the storage. Now there's an interesting thought, because they don't have it. So is this level 2? They'll both be level 2 once it's upgraded. It'll be interesting to see if the pantry size stays the same, or whether the one that has the additional house gains a little bit more. It should, technically, but I'm not sure if that's the case, and it's just gone really gloomy. I'm not sure what happened there. Well, let's add some light to the situation and upgrade to a stone church. Oh, he was really thinking about that for a second. There we go. So that's now underway, which will cheer up the level 2s here, obviously. Well, I say these two, there's quite a few now. But we definitely need the church, and especially if we want to get to the level 3s, which we're going to need for our next development point. And I think we were going to go for the master armor smithing. God, here we go, making up words. But we need deep mining first. I think that's the most important thing, because I just want to keep producing armor for as long as it's viable. As you can see, we're very rich over here. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's people out there that this number's probably 10 times more, if not more than that. But from my perspective, this is a lot of cash. And we need another family in here. So I think, yeah, we did. We added an extra plot to this one. In fact, what we were just talking about, so this doesn't have the expansion yet. So what do they have space wise? 25. This one does. So it does. There we are. There we've answered a question. So if a plot by itself without the extension has 25, the same size plot essentially with an extension does have more, albeit not more, but it does have more. So that's kind of good to know. But these houses with the really long gardens and obviously they're growing vegetables are going to need the additional person or additional family, and definitely will need the additional storage space. So we will upgrade all of these soon as we can. The only issue is if I decide to turn these into something else other than vegetable plots, that could become a problem, but I think we won't. We will simply do this. I might even put some goat sheds in some of them just to increase the amount of hide, because we have no way of making clothes over here. So we're currently importing boots and we're getting the leather from the hide. I don't know why I'm pointing at the berries. The animals are over here. But sort of when we sort of think about that, that is all we're getting. So if we want a little bit more linen, I guess goats would, not linen, leather. It would make more sense. Now we have cash, we can import the other things. We are producing other things elsewhere. So it's not too bad at all. How are we actually doing for roof tiles? 17. That's not too bad. Hopefully we can trade some of those out. Now I was just thinking about this. So if we go to the Black Forest, we want to upgrade our wooden church. We need 10 tiles. If we come across to the trading post, roof tiles are classed as a major trade. If I take that off, hopefully with a little bit of luck we will import them from the Iron Vale. Now obviously we don't own this, so we are producing them elsewhere, so hopefully we can actually do that. How many families do we have in these? Two. We're probably going to need more families in here at some point. Wow, they certainly threw these up really quickly. I've got to be mindful now. We are actually importing some fuel currently. I think we're trading something with Mamusio. Was it berries? I can't remember. I feel like we are trading something. So yes, the sole woodcutter over here. Is it only one person in there as well? There is only one. Sorry, person. One family. You'd think after, I think this is episode 17. You'd think after all that time I would be finally getting the names right, but no. But then yeah, the next point's a little ways away. And I think I had a debate with myself in the last one about whether or not I should go for charcoal burning or forestry management. And me being a little bit reckless went for forestry management, which we're not even getting anywhere. We got 3 forager huts here. They're not full of people. I mean, we're only short by 1, but then the pantry fills up too quick anyway. How are we looking for... Well, we're still not as high as we used to be fair, but the bread is picking up, which is really good. We did actually add in the additional bakery, didn't we? So we should be making quite a bit more. How are we looking for... Right, I always go here for flour, thinking food. So we still got... Wow, we could probably put another bakery in. Look at that. That is... And we're going to have even more soon once... We're in June now, so once this gets harvested, we're not that far away. We probably need another bakery. I may put one over here. Just like a smattering of like different like businesses over here. Like these ones are most likely going to be vegetables because they have a slightly longer garden. But these ones here... Okay, can't have anything. This one can though. In fact, they all can. So, oh yeah, their space is a little bit less. So I could add some different things into these. I'm not too sure. How are we looking for leather? Yeah, not massive amounts. Could go for some goats, some chickens, just to keep the food up and, you know, kind of in the right place, because we are trading a lot, albeit we're at 19 months. But fuel is the one that worries me over here. And obviously the production of, is it barley? Yes. While we're thinking about that, let's have a look now. So that's the darkest green. We have this other green here, and we have this quite a big patch of it here. Don't think there's any under there that I can see without chopping the forest down. I mean, there is the lighter green, but there's that little patch there. I don't know if that runs through. I think that changes to this color. It's kind of hard to see with the trees. And there's a patch over here, so we definitely have sort of space to do it. And I think over here, again, it's hard to tell with the with the farm on top of it, but I'm pretty sure I'll just turn crop rotation off. It's sort of like no point it being on. But barley, yeah, I mean, wheat would be a lot better, but barley's at 69% here currently, 72. Yeah, so I think the fact that we still have, how much flour did I say it was? It was a silly amount, was it? 400. We're going to obviously harvest this and turn all this into flour as well, but we're not going to have used the flour we have before we produce this. So I think the next season probably going to be mostly barley, because we got them fields, we got these fields. Some of these may also allow for barley, I can't remember. Yeah, that's not too bad a number, is it really? Flax, how are we doing for linen? We got 42. Does flax come under here? Yeah, so we definitely need the flax. I don't know if we have the capability of putting any more anywhere else. Is that a slightly darker green patch there? Potentially. I can't really see much going on over there, but yeah. So, pantry is full. That's got to be berries, right? Yeah, they just can't keep up. That one's actually okay. That one's not. I'm going to put an extra family in. I don't want to use all my families doing this, but that is nuts. I wish there was a way of upgrading the pantry on these. But we could definitely have another forager in here. I mean, are we going through? Is this the sort of good stored? 616 berries. Are we making dye? Currently not, but I mean, it'd sort of be silly not to, right? So I just thought I'd quickly look. We're sending charcoal for bread over to the Black Forest, so that's what we're trading. So it wasn't berries, it was yeah, bread. So that's how we're getting bread over here. This pack station is Iron Vale is sending charcoal for helmets, which makes a lot of sense. Is it just the one family? It is. Okay. And I think on the last episode, I looked at this and I'm like, ooh, 117 helmets or whatever it was at the time. I think it was less than, I think it was 80 something. But actually, when I switched to surplus, there's now 9. There was 0. And that was the only way we were getting them in. We're not doing too bad for cash over here at the moment, actually. That's probably where we should be now selling the shoes, which makes me think, I don't think we can afford... Oh, we can. We should probably establish a trade route for the tools as well. We currently have 74. No way of making any other as it stands, because we're not bringing any iron ore over here. We've got no one. In fact, I think we probably traded out all the iron ore, didn't we? Let's have a... There, where are we? Iron ore, none. Yeah, we traded all that out. So maybe if we stop that, or if we switch that to import, we can potentially buy it from... I mean, we could do... Oh, gosh, the decisions. No. Let's do another pack station. So what are you doing? Charcoal for helmets. Do I bring across? So if I put a pack station in, because this is going to be a 2-for-1 really, isn't it? We're going to send something they need and bring back something else. The only thing is they walk, whereas potentially if we trade with a trade post, they'd use a horse. I think we'll still go with the pack station, I think. That's a hitching post. I'll put you there. And I think we'll trade for mail. So if we might just bring across the iron slabs. We're not just make sure we're not trading those out, because we don't want to sell them. Stone, that's fine. Crafting material, commodities. Would it be under here? Crafting materials, maybe not. The iron ore is off. Wooden parts we're still sending out. They've not got as many of them. Yeah, we're not doing it. That's fine. And then we'll just make sure that the blacksmith, who's extremely thirsty, is... Yes, okay, that'll do. So we're still making some money. Perfect. That is working nicely. So we just need to remember to come back once that is built. I just had a thought before I zip away from here. We need to make this burgage plot a level 2, just for the increased storage. I mean... There's not a huge amount of apple trees, but it's still enough there to cause an issue. And I was just thinking about this rather large sheep pasture here. There's not many in it. Could definitely get more sheep. But there's 3 people working in here and it's almost full in this weaver's workshop. So I don't think we need more sheep. It does make me sort of, in a weird sort of way, yearn for sheep. over here in the Black Forest, but I don't think we really need them. Have we managed to trade for the tiles yet? No. Okay, that's fine. Because I'm not sure if it'll work. I think it should. I most certainly think as long as we're trading locally, I think it should definitely work. Unless, wait a minute, I just had a thought. Let's see if I can get the direction right. It's this way, isn't it? No. No. Ah, there we go. Do I need to set them as exports? Probably do, don't I? We have a spare family. I'm tempted to put them in there for now. So, only export, keep. Let's say just keep 10. And see how that goes. Now, hopefully that should work. Look at the cash we have over here. We should have extensions on all of our houses. I think we most definitely will. And there's quite a few stored in there as well. You are upgrading to a level 2. I think we will give you vegetables as well. And their vegetables. Did we mention goats? I feel like we did. What have we got here? Nothing currently. Although if you don't give them anything, it looks... I mean, is that just storage? It looks like he's hiding barrels of ale under there. And this one's a boat. Did he actually come across and finish these? Or is that just decorative? I do wonder. I might have to come back and look at that. See, this one's too big, really, to be putting chickens or goats into. I mean, I could. I don't feel like I should. Maybe... What are you? Your chickens, you can't have anything. You can. Surplus, total goods stored, eggs, okay, you can have chickens. And we needed to upgrade, didn't we, to get that additional point, so we definitely need some more level 2s if it allows us to, so we just have a quick think about this. I wanted these to be level 2s, didn't I? Oh, that's interesting. Clothing supply, ah yes, we were talking about that as well, weren't we? So do we need another person in here? Maybe. I think it could just be the lack of leather or hides. I don't feel like I should use it. These are quite long. They just suit vegetables, but I haven't got the choice. Maybe I'll keep them for veg. We'll use these ones here, I think. If we make you goats. Oh, well, you're chickens. Almost. And goats, just to kind of top up. Again, we could obviously trade for things, it's not the end of the world, but there is that option. But everything over here is working quite nicely. I mean, food for 23 months, fuel for 25 months, we got loads of money, a little bit short on the population, but these little extensions, obviously, as they build, will give us extra families, so that's, you know, working quite well. Realistically, do we need more families over here? A few more, I'd say. This doesn't need to be expanded much more than what we're doing, if we think about it. We're producing the armour. We will need another armourer's workshop for plate once we get to that point. Potentially another bloomery, but I think it's surviving quite well. So if we look... Or maybe not, actually. We have a lot of spare iron ore, so we probably need another bloomery. The mining pit's almost full of people anyway. Oh, that was... Yeah, that's dropped quite a bit. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. So yeah, it's not going too bad at all, but we probably need another market stall over here for clothing. I think that's an issue. We could trade stuff in. I don't know. Let's see what happens once the goats start producing some additional hides for us and see if that's enough. I was just thinking as well, like we need more people. I don't want to put loads of burkish plots. I could expand the living space on these as well. I'm not going to turn them into anything artisans, there's the word I was looking for. So I can just technically add some extra families, and it keeps them within this area as well. I think these ones are too small to do that. We can also do it for the 2 armourers shops as well, which again keeps people sort of in this area. Which, once extra people move in, and we're at 100%, we do need to think about taxing over here. Obviously, there is that as well. We've certainly got the money for it. But yeah, we definitely need an extra family in here. I think that may be all it is. Let me see if they're... No, they're still twitching about clothes, but I don't think it's a major problem. I think it'll sort itself out, and I think it's just What have we got? Leather and shoes, because we're bringing shoes in still, I think. I need to double check that. But we're not going to have linen, yarn, clothes. Again, but they can trade things. They can buy it. They've got the cash, which spreads the wealth to other areas. What do we got here? You're gathering. Lovely. So let's just quickly fly back over here. The madness that is berries is still going on. Pantry is full. Don't doubt it. My God. That is insane. Honestly. I feel like I could probably put another 2 foragers over here and it still wouldn't keep up. I mean, I could put another family in. I think we will for the moment, at least because, you know, we're not due to harvest these. I bet most of these in here. Food as well, probably selling berries. Oh no, there's a good selection of food in there, to be fair. Food, clothing, food, yeah, there's all sorts. And I think we've built all of our burgage plots here now. We have. Do you know what? I may do something that I don't do very often. Let's go to visit mode, because it just gives you an interesting look. And here comes a pack horse. So as we can see, remember I keep talking about this road. That's the width of a normal road. This one, is that an autosave? Yes, it is. Oh, this one is just that much wider, and I think it's just better. I think in Mamusio, I don't know how many episodes back, I was complaining, once you upgrade these to level 3 and they're quite tall, you feel so closed in, but this slightly wider road, it makes it feel like it was built for a reason and not just kind of cobbled together. I mean, sometimes towns happen that way. You know, things just kind of get squished in next to each other and buildings get removed, new ones get added, and it can look a bit mismatched. Considering this is an area that's potentially going to be fairly rich over time, I think, yeah, it just looks great. And it will certainly when all these are upgraded to level 3. And it's just a nice little bit of space as well. I've tried to keep a little bit of greenery in. Not building the burgage plots right up against the tavern as well. Just leaves a little bit of space to see the forest behind, I think. Oh, and there's the windmill in the distance. Yeah, I think it's looking quite good. I'm kind of excited about this. The other thing is I've got to upgrade them to level 2, which obviously offers, is it more taxes? Yeah, each one generates 1 regional wealth per family. So that'll give them money for here, which we can then tax. Which is good, I suppose. It all works as we want it to. There's obviously not families in these currently. But just looking at that, we definitely do need to get the upgrades in. So I may start doing that now if it will allow me. I think they need a family in there first. That would be a start. Let me look over this end. Yep, we can. We can make you a level 2. In fact, we'll do all of these if it will allow me to. There we go. I've just got to be mindful. I think, does it cost money for that one? I think it does. Oh no, it's just, yeah, okay. I thought it cost money. Maybe it's the level 3 ones. And we'll just start building that up. How are we doing? So we're in July, so we got potentially a couple of months. But this one's already ready to be harvested. It's at 96, so I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to do it just yet. But that one is practically ready to go. That one's not too far behind. That one's a good distance. So we could potentially start harvesting some of these. How are we doing for the church? Do we have the tiles yet? No. I'm really hoping that they come across. We are telling them to trade. I have an idea. Let's have a look at something. See, always making money over here. If we click on you, click people. Let me just pin it here a second. Let me see what is happening here. So you, Andres is trading from the Iron Vale. Now, you are off somewhere else, and it's obviously all the way over here. You are also trading. So what are they potentially doing over there? That's what I'm interested in right now. Now, obviously here we wanted tiles. So what are we actually, so we're exporting roof tiles. Perfect. That's what we want to do. But what else are we exporting? Mail armor. Sorry, is it armor? Yeah, mail armor and helmets. I don't think. Oh, we're importing ale. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, we're not doing anything else. So the question is, what is Mamusio after? That would send a trader all the way over here. Where are you? I'm guessing you don't have a horse. Oh no, it is you. So, oh, there you go. Transporting mail armour. So, we're not buying mail armour, right? I don't think we are. Oh, we are importing. There you go. Right, so that... Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So that's obviously working. That's going to make our troops stronger over here. But we obviously built the other pack station, and I cannot remember what for. I feel like it was for mail armor. I think it was. Oh, no. I remember now. So we wanted iron. Instead of making it over, there's no point in making it over here. I mean, I could do it and just bring over the iron. In fact, probably. We do have an abundance of, not clay, of iron, don't we? So we could technically... It kind of slow things down a little bit, but... So let's bring some iron ore, and what do we send in return? Well, we know that they got some issues with clothing over there, and we know that we have lots of yarn over here. So we could... Am I going blind? I ask myself this all the time, and I ask you guys this all the time. It's quite possible. I don't know why it's not in alphabetical order. I still won't be able to see it. Assign a family, that would be useful. Livestock. I'm going to assume we have... enough mules, but I'll order one anyway. There we go. Perfect. That means I have an excuse to order more sheep, potentially. How much yarn do we have? We have no wool and 281 yarn. Okay, wait a minute. Where are we getting wool from? Is that just a byproduct? What do weavers do exactly? Weavers use wool to produce yarn. Aha, there we are. Okay. And we had how much yarn? Yes. So we could order a few more sheep. I might actually do that. Because if we're going to be using it, we probably need another weaver actually. But we'll kind of cross that one when we kind of come to it. We don't need another family in there. So let's bring in... Should bring some lambs because they're cheaper. What's the difference? They're half the price. I could do. Let's make it 20. Let's just pay. We got some cash. So let's do that. Let's make that happen. If we go to surplus, where are we for mail? Yeah, we're not at that point, but we do have a surplus of helmets. So hopefully we start clicking on these buildings. There we go. Obviously previous episode, we didn't have that, but we have what? So they're now starting to be fully equipped. So once I click that button to rally troops, they're going to be in a much better place than they were before. Now, Burgesons. I keep coming back to this one. So, surplus, total. Oh, sorry, not Burgeson, Gambesons. I don't know why I keep saying that word. Gambesons, we don't. And I think we're going to stop making that over here. Because we're not producing linen over here. We're producing linen over here. So realistically, this is the area to make it. And then we can just trade it. Because they've got cash over here. They're not the richest. They're not the poorest. Feel like we could definitely get away with that. These are level 1s. Yeah, I think I'll upgrade probably one of these. And then we need a weaver over it. I don't think we currently have a weaver. Oh, we do. So we're producing linen. Not a lot because we don't have a lot of flax. Ooh. Right. Am I trading linen? Yes, that's the question. No, we're not. Okay. So there's no way of getting linen over there as it stands. Okay, that's done. I said no way getting it over there. I'm just making sure it's not coming over here, which would explain why. Do we have... We usually have linen in stock though whenever I look. Yeah, see, there's 20 linen somewhere, but it's just not finding its way to the tailor's shop, which is interesting. Go figure. I have no clue why that is, but wait, whatever, it is what it is. And as the rain pours down, our stone church has now been built over in the Iron Vale, which should please these level 2. I don't know why I keep picking on those. There's other level 2s. There we go. Ah, tab and split. Okay, you can't keep everyone happy all the time. I don't think... Do we have an army from over here? We got Black Forest, Mamusio, and Mamusio. So what have we got then? Spear, retinue, archers, polearm, archers, and retinue from the Black Forest. Obviously, we need to increase the number. So we could create an army from here. But the question is what? Do you know the only thing that I don't have is footmen? I'm tempted to have more archers, but it doesn't really tell you anything about these, so I don't know what the strengths and weaknesses are. Now, archers are great as long as your, say, retinue and your spearmen and whatever are keeping the attacking forces kind of together. Now, archers make sense because they can be firing in from a distance, causing absolute mayhem, right? So I feel like I'm going to go for archers. How many? Holy hell, how many can you have? I thought it was limited. Oh wait, if it's limited to 6, we have... Yes, okay, I was going to say we have 2 retinue, don't we? So there is that. So we need 36 war bows, which we could actually buy. Are we... I think if we go to Mamusio, there we go, found my way eventually. Usually we would be making them over here. So we got 50, probably currently paused. Fletcher's disabled. Let's unpause that. Yeah, we have planks and timber, that's good. And if we export... Again, I'm hoping this works because I don't want to have to pay for the trade thing. If we export war bows, currently have 14 in stock. Let's just keep that at 10. I mean, we could pay for the route, but we don't need to, hopefully. Let's take the tick out of there. And then if we go back to the Iron Vale and their trading post, if we go to trade... I mean, again, I could just pay for them, but why would I want to do that? Take the tick out of there and import. So desired surplus was... Oh, how many did I need? 36. So let's just say we'll have a surplus of 50. Because then at least if we lose some people, and we will lose some people, we have some extras over here. Which sounds really good to me. Okay, that's that in place. They're also going to need... if you hover over it, it tells you there, doesn't it? Look, helmets, Gambesons, and mail. Gambesons and mail helmets. Okay, so it's the same for all of them. Oh, it just doesn't say shields, but I guess that's a bit further up. Yeah, shields. Okay, that's cool. We really need to get onto the Gambesons thing, don't we? That's certainly something that needs doing. Can we upgrade you yet? No, you're still crying about the the lack of clothing. They are still building. These are taking a little while to get done, aren't they? It's probably because I keep moving things around and adding extra things. Yes, it's probably... I'm probably making things worse. Well, I've just dropped back in over in the Black Forest, and look, berries, none. I don't know when they stop growing, but we're in July, so interesting. We should be okay, right? But nope. That's currently sat as it is. I am playing the game slightly quicker. I'm just trying to speed some things along. Is this field ready now? 99%. Okay, we're almost at the point of doing that. And these are all up and running. Did we? Oh yeah, we upgraded these to level 2, didn't we? Let's have a quick look. Oh yes, we're starting to get there. We were going to do something with one of these, weren't we? Was it a weaver? No, it wasn't a weaver, and you can't because they're too small. Why do I keep forgetting? You need space for an extension. Oh my goodness. Right, have you got a family yet? No, but you have here. So, let's... Oh, they have to be level 2 first. Okay, that's fine. How are we doing with those? Yeah, we need some level 3s as well. Can we do that? Do we have... Is it tiles? No. So we're still waiting on tiles. I'm starting to think we have to pay for the route. It's either that, or it's just simply because the traders... Oh, we can look at that. You can you can see the steel. Oh my goodness, I give up sometimes, honestly. You can see the steeple. There we are, of the stone church, steeple stone church. Yeah, and a save at the same time. That came up too much for my brain to take there. But wow, that is nice. Just these the little things, isn't it? Sometimes they're just... I think we must be getting to that point where they're just not producing as quickly now. But the question is... See, they have mail on their helmets, but... currently... nobody's going to pick up... Oh, wait a minute. I say that. Let's wait and see. It looks like they're loading up the roof tiles. I could be wrong. Let me speed up and see now. Here we are. Maybe it was just a matter of time. And I'm just not being patient enough because obviously they have a lot of things to be collecting. So, oh, they look like they need a little road across there, don't they? We might do that. We might help them out. Let's see if tiles appear here. Bizarre. They have. Wonderful. Let me put a road across here, just to be nice. There you go. That should help for next time. I did order an extra horse for here as well. Do we have another one? We do. Aha, that'll help as well. Awesome. So now that hopefully will make its way across. Wait, let me see if I can see the church. Probably not because it's not stone. But that should make its way across here. Which, if I'm now right in thinking, they should be able to do it without, because there's no reason why you'd have to do this unless you're exporting, is there really? How are we doing for horses? Because we always, okay, so that's working as well. Yep, we always have issues over here, but that is done. Did we upgrade? That is going ahead. Let me stick that to the highest. I want that done so I can get, it wasn't a weaver, was it? Tailor, there we are. We have a weaver. Over there in the distance, it was a tailor that I wanted. There we are. I correct myself. And are we at 100% yet for this field? 99. Now the thing is, it says 62 of 62, so I'm just gonna force early harvest. Now you're gonna be like, why have you done that? You literally don't have the people. But when we look at this, I think it's safe to say, if I just take everyone out apart from one family, and while we're thinking about it, let's get that on there as well. Apparently, the way herbs work, they help make people healthier. You just don't see it happening. Greg, the developer, doesn't feel like it's a fun mechanic trying to heal people. Or I think something like that. I mean, I'm probably not quite quoting it the way he said it, but something to that effect. But anyway, we put that on an early harvest. We have 11 people, or 11 families. So let's put 4 in here. I just want to try something out and put 4 in here. In fact, because I can't count, we'll do it that way. There we go. And I'm just interested, if I pin you, people. Pin you and people. God, this is reminding me of Banish now. It's just a shame you can't minimize them as you do it. Just looks like spiders. So yeah, you can't assign fields as far as I can tell. Wait a minute, you can assign a work area. I think I said this in the last episode, they will work wherever, but you can't assign them to an area, but you can. So I could click that and say, you guys in this farm are only dealing with this. I mean, I'm not overly bothered at the moment. It is perfectly fine for them to do it this way. But I think when it comes to maybe a point, if I have all of these fields fully grown, I might say, well, wait a minute, you guys can manage, say, this area. You guys here can manage probably them, and then we'll have another farmhouse here that will do these. And then if obviously one's struggling and we have people in a farmhouse, I can just sort of remove that work area and let them go and assist anyway. So that was quick. Jesus. That really happened very quickly. Oh my. So are they going to take it back to their respective farmhouse, or they're just going to take it to the closest one? That's a pretty cool mechanic actually when you think about it. Because the ones that are coming from there could technically just carry it all over there, right? But they're not. They've took it here. That is just actually, that's pretty cool. Let me turn that off because I will forget. Anybody else ready to be harvested? 49 and 49. Yep, you may as well be done as well. 41 and 41. It says 96, but I don't think it makes a difference. So we'll get going. Not bad at all. So we'll get all of those cleared out. What we do need to think about though, because we're coming up to September and obviously that is harvesting and ploughing season, we need to attach our ox, because if we don't, we won't be ploughing fields very quickly. There we go. So obviously in the meantime, they're going to start doing the thrashing or threshing. That's it, not thrashing. Oh my goodness, look at the speed of that. I know, I know I've sped the game up. That is so, wow. The perks of having more than one farmhouse. And the funny thing is, they're not even full. That is fun. Don't ask me why, it just is. Perfect. Okay, what is this? Oh, are they ploughing already? Whoa. Is it because... It's because I've done it too soon, isn't it? Stop what you're doing. You can be found... Wait a minute. Can I start planting already? No. So, you are fallow. You are fallow. Yeah, don't... Bloody hell. Don't start ploughing those fields. They don't need to be done. And if I just have a quick look now... Yeah, but I think we're going to go... I mean, that could be flax, actually, to be fair. I know I need a lot of barley, but... Will this be enough? That is the question. Will this be enough to keep everybody covered until the next year? I can see myself expanding into the other spots that are around there, around this sort of area. But yeah, I don't think it is. Right, you're level 2. What was we doing with you? Oh, my brain's gone. We were doing something. Were you? No, you weren't a cobbler. What was you going to be? Gambesons. Oh, touch the microphone. Gambesons. There we are. You were going to be that. Perfect. And quickly, level 2. If we can do you, we can. So we'll make you level 2. Level 2. We will add the back gardens to these. Oh, we've ran out of logs. Timber. Oh no, we haven't actually. It says we got 21 total stored. Is that now surplus? Yeah, there we go. Do we have anyone in here? No, we don't, and we have no one spare. Well, that's a calamity, isn't it? What have I done there? Yeah, we'll take the people out, the foragers now. There's nothing else magical going on there for this year, which means I can put... I'm going to put 1 in there, I think, because that will allow me to put 1 extra family in each of these farmhouses, because we are shortly going to be harvesting the rest of these, and also then ploughing and seeding. There's so much to be done. I think that's a pretty good place to leave this episode, but before I do... No, we still don't have the tiles. I'm convinced that we will get them. Honestly, I feel like it will work. But I think on that note, until next time, take care.